I knew this day would come. You know the day when your darling 7-year-old daughter looks you in the eye and says, "I want a rabbit." A rabbit. Now, I have nothing against rabbits. Bugs Bunny, the Velveteen Rabbit, Peter Rabbit, love them all. They even lived at my house, on the bookshelf, where they belonged. So I did the sensible, wise, and caring thing to do. I said no, N-O, for all the right reasons. She was too young. We had a dog, a hunting dog. And let's be honest here, picking up rabbit poop was just not on my list of fun things to do. And we all know who would get to do it: Mom. So case closed, no rabbit. Then my husband, the engineer, a man of logical and rational thought, said, "I always wanted a rabbit." My mother said no, too. And so, on a snowy February day, we emerged from the pet store with not one rabbit, but two. Who could separate brothers? A cage, water bottle, food, litter box, and more. I should have bought stock in the pet store. We named them Frank and Wilbur. Frank for Frankfurt, Germany. The engineer is German. And Wilbur for William Wilberforce, the English abolitionist. We didn't know he was famous. We just liked the sound of it, William Wilberforce. We discovered that rabbits like hay, lots of it. Too bad if you're allergic. And yogurt-dipped rabbit treats, which, by the way, are not good for rabbits, but they are top sellers at the pet store. We bought them. We also discovered the House Rabbit Society. Who knew there were 46 chapters of devoted rabbit lovers around the world? It's true. The Kansas City rabbit lovers assured us that bunnies were great pets. We would love them, take care of them, and make sure the dog didn't eat one of them for dinner. I was so not convinced. I was also so outnumbered. But I figured rabbits probably don't live long. I mean, how long could they live? I mean, hamsters and gerbils kick the bucket in a few months. I was wrong. Rabbits live a long time, a long, long, long time. And so it began. On day 1, everyone fed and cleaned the rabbit cage. On day 3, I gently reminded everyone to feed the rabbits and, yes, clean up the poop. After a week, I was reminding them often. By 2 weeks, I just shrieked, "You said you would take care of the rabbits. You promised you would feed them. I know you have homework, but so do I. Moms always have homework." The rabbit Shrew had arrived. I harped, I ranted, I raved, and you know what? It didn't do any good. Then it was spring and soccer season, and fall and soccer season. Everyone was going 16 different ways. No one had time to clean out the rabbit pen, except Mom. Mom! Mom! So there I was, multitasking Mom, sweeping up poop, washing stinky litter boxes, and shouting, "I am not going to clean this cage one more time." It's a good thing they were cute and cuddly. It almost made up for the fact that their aim at the litter box was as bad as a 2-year-old learning to use the potty. Meanwhile, my inner critic was running rampant. Just what kind of an example was I setting for our daughter? Rabbit doormat? What would Gloria Steinem do? The engineer seemed to have forgotten that his was the deciding vote in this whole adventure. I should have listened to his mother, who said no and meant it. Finally, I went to the sweet House Rabbit Society lady. this was not working, she would understand and take them off my hands, right? Well, after I dumped my litter box full of woe on her, she said, "So, you want to teach your daughter that living things are disposable. That if choosing rabbits for pets isn't what she thought it would be, then get rid of them? What kind of example are you setting?" Talk about a swift kick to the gut. And then I saw Frank and Wilbur as two living creatures who did not choose to have a rabbit shrew purchase them at the pet store, but who were uncomplaining participants in rabbit races, baby doll games, and rabbit baths in my sink. The rabbit shrew shriveled away. Frank and Wilbur lived for 10 poop-filled years. I cared for them, sometimes with help, mostly without. When they died, I cried. We had them cremated. I'm not kidding, and it wasn't cheap. I still have their ashes. One day, I'll spread them under a flowering bush or beside a row of carrots. And every time I see those lacy green carrot tops blowing in the breeze, I'll remember those famous words. Read my lips. No more rabbits.